Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/JustNoMil. In today's episode, SMIL posted our baby name on Facebook. MIL voicemails never disappoint. LO on the way, and I'm terrified of the toxic MIL having influence. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. SMIL posted our baby name on Facebook. I thought it was safe to tell her because she's never been a JN. The problem has always been with my mom and my husband's bio mom. But nope. This time it was his stepmom. I told her, my cousin and my sister's the baby name we picked out by sending a photo of the customized name blanket I ordered and letting them know it was a secret, but this is what we picked out. I was planning on keeping it a secret from everyone else until the baby arrived because so many people tried to change our minds about our daughter's name before she was born, and I didn't want to deal with that again with our son. Took forever to pick a name for him, and I'm only about a month away from my due date now. My husband and I also love this name. I'm just frustrated. I feel like a baby's name is something the parents should get to announce. I have a rule not to post my kid on social media without permission. I didn't want to put his middle name on social media. I didn't put my daughter's middle name on social media either. But there it is on SMIL's Facebook for everyone to see. I'm upset, but she's been so good to us that I don't know how to talk to her about taking it down. I just had to ask my own mom last week to take down a photo of my daughter she posted. Why does this generation of grandparents feel the need to put everything on social media? Update: my JNMIL, JN mom and my husband's aunts all saw it, and I received messages this morning from all of them. I'll be talking with my SMIL today to try to prevent any further issues like this. She was asleep last night when I saw it, and they turn off phones at night, so I had planned on talking to her today. I don't think NC is the answer with her. Seems a bit harsh. But my husband agrees that it definitely warrants a discussion, if only to prevent future problems, and we will be more selective with any info we share with her. Thanks everyone. Second update: she took it down. She said it was an accident and she's very sorry. My FIL told me she even went so far as to delete the Facebook app from her phone because she thinks it somehow posted it for her. They aren't that old and are relatively tech savvy, so I'm not sure if it was truly an accident. But since this is the first time something like this has happened with her in the 12 years I've been with her stepson, I am going to choose to believe her and simply do damage control with the family members upset that they were left out of the loop. Thank you to everyone that has commented. SMIL, we told you that we did not want LO's name announced until after his birth. Please remove the post announcing his name from your social media. Thank you. Then just don't tell her anything you want kept quiet until you are ready for it to be announced. I personally wouldn't give SMIL any grace. I have daughters and grandkids, and my first impulse when told something in confidence is to not post it on social media. I mean, seriously, did she trip and accidentally post it? She knew what she did and just wanted to make sure everyone knew she was in the know. Husband talks to his stepmom and says take it down because we don't want his full name on the internet due to identity theft and his future privacy. You know we don't allow XYZ to be posted about daughter, so you know how we feel about this. Secondly, we asked you not to share it and you broke our trust and took something exciting from us. We're disappointed. I agree, it's 100% the parents that get to announce the name, gender, birth stats. It's your kid. You need to tell her that it needs to come down, no matter how many people have already seen it. That you feel like she breached your trust and boundaries. That she would be on an information diet, just like the other two, until you felt comfortable again. Hi SMIL, we were pretty clear that baby name is a secret and we only shared it with a few close family. Please take it down. SMIL, you were told to keep our baby's name secret. I thought I could trust you. You need to remove it immediately. I won't be sharing any more details with you as you've broken my trust. Then make sure she really is the last person in the family to know when you have baby. While I'm not sure about it being an accident, her apology without victimizing herself and taking it down along with your history with her, I think you handled it perfectly. Hopefully this will be the one and only issue, as it sounds like JNMIL and JNMOM will continue to be problems. Yeah, the other two just argue about the stupid rules, so it has always been nice to have one parent that doesn't try to boundary stomp. I'm hoping that even if it wasn't an accident, that me addressing it would be enough to deter any future issues. Husband needs to tell his stepmom to take it down immediately. He should tell her he doesn't want his child's name announced before the birth. She was told as a courtesy. MIL voicemails never disappoint. Had a good laugh about this one. We're VVVVVVVV low contact, intermittent no contact, living 3,000 miles away. Wanted to share this because I feel like this has got to be some kind of universal experience for those in a similar situation. Hello, it's your MOTHER. I just wanted to let you know, I'm heading out to California. I'll be flying into RR Ronald Reagan Airport, and this way you and I will be able to sit down face to face and hash this all out. Because you haven't had the decency to call me or text me back, I think the only way we'll get past this is by sitting down face to face and talking about it. So I wanted to let you know. I'm heading out to California. I will be seeing you soon. I love you very much. See you soon. Bye-bye. Inflection added to make this as accurate an experience as possible. LMAO. I'm lost. She said she's flying into Ronald Reagan Airport. In California? 'Cause the only Reagan Airport I know of is in Washington, D.C. LMAO, good catch. We didn't even realize, yes, she's flying to CA and not from DC. LMFAO. Maybe confusing it with the Reagan Library? Yeah, I was confused too. The fact that she doesn't bother to ask and just says she's coming like you're going to immediately drop your life for her is next level narcissist. sh*t, WTAF does she expect when you haven't been in contact? I mean, if she wants to waste the time and money, it's her choice. What an absolute nutbag. It's the Santa Barbara Airport, not the Reagan Airport, and FYI, CA has a bucket load of mid and little airports. Lock all the doors and windows, put the no trespassing signs in the window, put the cameras on to alert your phones, and just maybe call the cops to report a suspected burglar/intruder/trespasser. Let the begin. LMAO, I was thinking the MIL was going to be very confused when she landed in DC. I've flown out of Burbank before, much preferable to LAX. If she didn't get the airport right, she's lying. She's trying to get a response. Don't humor her. Reagan Airport is in DC. Boy, will she be surprised when she lands. I commented the same thing. There couldn't be two, right? Well, if she thinks she's flying into California, but actually lands at Ronald Reagan Airport, that's going to be another interesting phone call. I live about 25 miles from it and we're nowhere close to CA. Maybe she meant John Wayne Airport in Orange County. They were both cowboy actors. Ugh, I'm shuddering reading this. I can so clearly hear my whiny MIL's nasally voice leaving a message like this. Ha ha ha, luckily Sportscoat here doesn't have a nasally voice, but it's very much, I am doing such a good job sounding sane and rational right now. They'll never suspect I am seething from my very level tone of voice. Got skull. I'm confused. I'm British and thought RR Airport was 1k miles from Cali. Do you live in Cali or DC? Is she driving the extra 1k miles to Cali or expecting you to meet her somewhere? What a weird call. You are correct. Washington, D.C. is 3,000 miles from California, so she may have meant she's flying out of RR Airport. Isn't Ronald Reagan Airport in Washington, D.C.? LO on the way, and I'm terrified of the toxic MIL having influence. So I understand that sometimes DILs instinctively need distance from MILs. I have been with my DH for 5 years. During that time I have withdrawn from direct contact with my MIL to protect myself from her toxic behavior. For context, in my first family get-together with her and DH siblings, she invited over to our table some random woman to introduce to DH and say that she wanted to set them up together on a date. Since then she will do things like wait for me to leave the table at dinner for bathroom or take a phone call and proceed to take family photos and post all over social media how it's nice to have her entire family in a photo. Or she will make up stories that I am preventing her from seeing DH because I won't give her a key to the house I have owned before DH and I got together. If it's not one drama it's another, and I have lost count of times she has given motherly advice to DH that we need to break up. Including her telling DH that since he joined a gym he should break up with me because I am overweight, or because I started antidepressants and sought psychological support. We needed to break up because I couldn't handle being with him. Over the last 5 years I have withdrawn from being a contact of hers on social media. She doesn't have my phone number and I will not be around her without DH or others present, purely to avoid the made-up stories or attempts to create drama. There have been plenty of times where I have almost walked away from the relationship with DH because of the difficulties MIL creates. For the most part DH does stand up for me and allows for the boundaries and reinforces them to his mother. However, he is trapped in a cycle of constantly trying to save her, whether paying her way out of debt or allowing her demands because she cries and carries on. Now that LO is on its way, these demands include babysitting every week, having a key to our home, wanting to stay overnight, her home is now less than 10-minute drive away, and wanting to be present at the birth. I am overwhelmed by this, have just flat out refused on every demand, so I am the villain, which honestly I can live with. But now she has convinced DH she deserves equal access to LO to whatever my own mother gets. This has caused my DH to turn around and declare that any restriction I put on MIL automatically applies to my own mother. My mother, whilst not a saint, has always supported our relationship and encouraged us. She is also my go-to person for advice and support. LO isn't born yet and I know I'll need her help navigating and adjusting to my new role as mother. I just can't bring myself to give MIL the same access. I have never demanded she be cut out of our lives, or interfered with her spending time with DH, I just have boundaries between her and me. And honestly I want boundaries with her and LO. Am I being unreasonable? LO isn't born yet and I am already viewing MIL's behavior as predatory entitlement, like LO is a possession. DH, I am the one giving birth. My body will be going through the trauma and pain of giving birth. I am the one who will need several weeks to recover. I will be bleeding, trying to breastfeed, if you are, going through a hormonal storm, sleep deprived and trying to figure out parenting and routines. And that's assuming a smooth delivery. If I wind up needing a C-section, recovery will be even longer. My needs are what matter, not your mother's feelings. If I want my own mother here to help me, she will be here. This nonsense of rules for your mother, who has been hostile and ugly to me throughout our relationship, applying to my mother is a non-starter. I need you to be supportive and protective of me and my needs when I will be at my most vulnerable. The only fairness that matters here is what's fair to me and our brand new infant. The amount of money you have spent bailing your mother out of debt and have her bills paid, needs to be gifted to my mother. Because it's not fair we fund your mother and not mine. Play stupid games win stupid prizes. Tit for tat is a very stupid game. Slow clap. Personally, I would have taken MIL's suggestions to heart and let her have her mama's boy back. However, it seems like you are finding some redeeming qualities in your and aren't willing to walk away from this toxic relationship. So let's unpack the issues that you are up against here. You've enacted reasonable boundaries with your SO's support, so that his mother limits her toxic vitriol towards you. Somehow, the fact that he is allowing you to limit exposure to the constant harassment is him being supportive. Never mind that he is actively permitting and supporting his mother's behavior. For example, Mom always takes family photos when you are absent. No, DH always takes family photos when you are absent. If it happened once or twice, he could be let off the hook. But every single time? Nah sis, he's either supporting it or too stupid to notice. You limit your visits to a woman who is constantly telling you two to break up, brings alternatives for her son and disparages you left and right. DH is apparently okay with his mother's constant disrespect of his marriage, he's just kind enough to allow you to not have to hear it. That's not him being supportive, that's him ostracizing you so he can spend as much time with mommy as he wants, without having to deal with listening to you whine about having your feelings hurt. He is punishing you for standing up to his mother. You've reasonably limited contact with her, and he is telling you that you have to limit contact with your support system, unless you give his mother full and unrestricted access to you, your home and your child. On what planet is that him being supportive? Sweetheart, you are in an abusive and incestuous marriage. Your DH can maybe have the benefit of the doubt here, because he clearly wasn't raised to know better. But you would be incredibly silly to continue this marriage without immediately addressing these glaring issues. If DH agrees to couples counseling, then that is the right way to go here. This should also include individual counseling for both of you. He needs it. A lot of it. And so do you. The damage that long-term emotional abuse can have on a person's mental health is difficult to describe. Until you are ready to leave this marriage, or he is ready to actually behave like a husband and father, gather your evidence. Whenever possible, record your MIL, without DH's knowledge. Install exterior cameras in your home to capture any interactions with MIL, even if she doesn't currently show up. Expect her to escalate if her son ever grows a spine. Maintain a diary of sh*TTY comments and interactions. Document their dangerous or inappropriate behavior, i.e. excessive drinking, drug use, impaired driving, etc. When baby arrives, document any attempts to harm, even accidentally, gain unauthorized access to, interfere with custody of your child. Please wake up OP, don't let your DH and his harpy cut you off from your support system. You two need counseling as soon as possible. The decision about who should be around the baby is a parenting decision that should be made by the parents only. MIL should not have a say. This has caused my DH to turn around and declare that any restriction I put on MIL automatically applies to my own mother. This last one is horribly vindictive and controlling. Some boundaries should be made on a case-by-case basis. It's unreasonable to treat both of your mothers as though they are the same person. Oh, dear. You own the house. Your name only. Do not add his name. Ever. MIL does not need a key. And periodically have locks rekeyed, in case DH gives her one. I would also suggest a keyed lock on your closet, to keep valuables in, and Madam Snoopy pants out. You have only key. LO demands, and who is she to be making demands? This is where the mother-slash-daughter relationship trumps mother-slash-son. Every single time if she didn't push you out her girly bits, she doesn't get to see up yours. Sit DH down, and explain to him that no, she will not be in the birthing room. You want the person with you who applied your band-aids, took you for ice cream when your first love broke up with you, laughed with you, cried with you. Changed your diapers. If MIL didn't clean it, she don't get to see it. Advise him that if he keeps it up, you can make him wait in the hallway as well. The childbirth rodeo is all about the mom, full stop. She gets the only say about who's in the room, etc. She doesn't get to make demands. She can make requests. You can say no. Your body, your baby, you the boss. Outline your boundaries where LO is concerned, and what happens when those boundaries get bulldozed. Lots of great ones in this subreddit. Adopt what fits, can the rest. Plus love the concept of 2 yeses equals yes, 1 no equals no. Trust your gut. If she feels threatening, neutralize that threat. Do yourself a huge favor, and learn your state's laws regarding grandparent rights. Tuck it into the back of your mind, just in case. Again, trust your gut. This woman sounds like a malicious, vicious, bat-crazy flapdoodle. Maybe you should ask yourself if he is worth dealing with this during what's supposed to be one of the biggest events of your life. Yep. I wouldn't want someone I can't count on, can't trust, in the delivery room. Doesn't sound like your husband is someone you can count on. The tit-for-tat rule making he wants is bull sh*t. You are the one who will be undergoing and recovering from a major medical event. You call the shots until you have fully healed. If you have to leave your marital home to do so, so be it. Put your food down hard on your husband's childish antics. Tell DH he knows good and well how his mother is. She create this dynamic between the two of you. Now she gets to live with it. If it seems he's forgotten, list off everything you have in this post. Equal does not mean fair. What's fair to you may not mean equal to your mom. And Mill created that. It's her own doing. I'd tell DH your postpartum period is going to go down the way you say it is. And when he pushes a baby out of his body, he can set the expectations. Tell him your mother will start treating him like his mother treats you. That's fair, right? Even Stephen. Except it's not about fairness, it's about her trying to use the baby as a foot in the door to get past your boundaries and regain authority over her son's life, and him falling for the idea that two parties need to be treated the same in the name of fairness, even if the two parties have not behaved the same. Your baby is not a theme park attraction, it's not about equal access, it's about the well-being of you and this tiny person you're bringing into the world. If DH thinks you're now obliged to put up with a malicious, disrespectful person who's tried to get rid of you at every turn, he's the one you've got a problem with. It is equal. They have equal consequences for their actions. If your mom did the sh*t or MIL did, you would need the same boundaries to protect yourself and LO from her, but she didn't. What would be unfair is to punish your mom when she didn't do anything wrong. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.